Welcome back to Season 10 in SnowRunner, y'all, and as always, right before we kick off, I just want to go ahead and remind y'all that any and all mods that you see used in these videos will be linked in the description box down below, so if you're curious, make sure that you check in that description. Now, in this episode, we are actually setting off to open up another warehouse that is literally directly across from the garage, or at least one of the main drop-off points for it is, which should hopefully once again expand our ability to pick up and deliver cargo, allowing us to complete tasks and contracts around this region much faster. And for this this contract, the truck we're going to be starting off with is this beautiful, fully blacked out Ram 3500 dually. So let's fire it up and head on off to our first pickup point. All right. So we are actually right across from the racetrack right now, and where we need to go is we need to go over here to this factory because there is a flatbed gooseneck over here that we should be able to use. I'm gonna cry if we can't. I'm gonna be so sad if we can't use that. It's not gonna be a massive issue because there is a trailer store right here across the river, but I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope for the best. Now you might say, why would you not be able to use that? It's a normal gooseneck. Well, the other truck I was using recently had a different type of hookup. It had like the semi-trailer style hookup and not the gooseneck ball style hookup in the bed. And the different variations of the trailers can only be attached to the corresponding type of hitch. And I really hope that the trailer that's out there attaches to this type of hitch. So let's see. All right, we are literally on the exact right track and we should be good to go. So we're gonna give this thing some beans and see if we can get on out there without causing any damage. Ooh. We just gotta make sure we slow down before we get into any, like, rocky terrain or terrain that's got, like, logs or sticks all over the road, because those areas, well, those areas spell some trouble. They spell more trouble than you might expect, and the reason why they spell trouble is because the damage system in this game thinks that, well, if you drive over a stick too fast, then, well, you might as well smash out your front headlight, completely smash your fender, and then also, while you're there, decimate your rocker panel and maybe break some window glass. Because that's totally how driving over a stick in the road actually works in real life. But, you know, we're gonna gloss over that. It's fine. It's SnowRunner. Don't worry about it. God, I love how this truck looks. I also love how it sounds. And if you're not familiar with this truck, take a listen to the horn real quick. Who doesn't love a dually with a good train horn? It's just like, it's so excessive. It's so unnecessary and so excessive. And I love it because it's literally, like, you want to talk about, it's like, okay, so what is the most extra thing you can do with, like, a lifted truck? Well, one of the most extra things, in my opinion, that you could do with any lifted truck is lift a dually, put 42-inch tires on it, and then hook up a train horn to it that sounds like this. And if there's anything more extra than that, I have yet to actually find it out. Oh, it's so good. It really is so good. God, coming over the hill and seeing that Gold Horse Mining warehouse slash factory is so epic. Like, it's such an epic view to see as you come up over that hill. I know I said mountain earlier. Probably not mountain, more like a hill, but we're not going to worry about it. All right. We're also going to cross our fingers and hope for the best that we can hook up to this trailer real quick. So let's back it right on in. And cross your fingers, and, oh, geez, hold on. Again, cross your fingers, and boom! Beautiful. Okay, so now that's a massive worry off my mind. Now that we know that this trailer is the right one for the hitch that we have, oh, we're rolling now. This is perfection. All right, so we need one concrete slab, one cargo container, and one set of wooden planks. The concrete blocks, good dang it. Unpack, remove. Sorry, that was my bad. Slab. Now, the slab is going to take up half of the space on this trailer, and I believe the container is going to take up another 2 units of space. So really all we got to do is drive across this section of terrain here, go back through town, go across the river, and grab the cargo container. So we're gonna be out on our way here, and I will pick up with y'all when we get there. this town really is gorgeous. It gives off all the Canadian Runner vibes. Even this bridge that crosses the river into the other part of town is so, again, like, it's so Canadian Runner. Like, literally, this section right here looks like it was so incredibly, like, inspired by the Canadian Runner maps, which is probably because it was. Probably because it was. So, I mean, that would probably help explain that. All right, we're gonna cross the river right here. And there is another bridge we could build. I just haven't built it yet, and I'm not gonna worry about it because I'm gonna give this thing the beans, fly through this river, and stall out and put it back into automatic mode. So, you know, don't worry about that. That's fine. Say okay. Yep, no problem. Yep, up you go. And we're out. Ish. It's fine. Okay, now let's go get this cargo container that I have been trying to think about for a minute now. Let's see. All right, municipal warehouse over here. In you go. Hi. You got my container? Yes, good. All right, off we go. So now we have everything that we need except for the wood planks, which we can grab with another vehicle or just, you know, either run this thing out there or send another vehicle out there to get them. The planks are not going to be all that big of an issue. I don't know why I had a little bit of a stutter there. There's no big deal, though. I do that sometimes. I feel like everybody does that every once in a while. And I feel like, you know, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to be like, me? No, I never stutter. I've never stuttered in my life. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Are you positive? God, every time I drive through this, there's the bridge that needs to be rebuilt. Every time I drive through this area, it always impresses me. It blows my mind every single time. There's not a moment that I drive through this area where I'm like, that could look better. No, this place is just, it's SnowRunner perfection. It's what this game, it's actually legitimately what this game deserved. This is the region that this game deserved. These are the maps that this game and this community truly deserved, because it gives us such a grand variety of things to do and experiences to have, all within, you know, one region that has 2 maps. And I haven't even freaking been to the second map in this region yet, and I'm already, you know, just absolutely gushing about all these different things. Yeah, it's the ultimate. It really is the ultimate. Now, you know, who knows what may come to this game in the future, but right now, for me, this is the ultimate. And at least in terms of, you know, official maps, and I don't know if they're ever going to top this. I hope they do. I hope they do, for the future sake of this game. I hope they top this. But I don't know, y'all. Like, this really... don't you do it. Wow, okay. I'm just gonna... Yep. That's a... Whew, okay. That was frightening. That was genuinely terrifying. Okay. We're gonna back her off a little bit. Sent it a little hard there. Oh, we got Sendy. We got Sendy where we shouldn't have been. You know, every once in a while I feel like you get a little over Sendy. And, you know, I feel like we should give ourselves some space for that. Every once in a while, we all get a little over Sendy, and, sometimes it has some effects, and sometimes it doesn't. Thankfully, back there, it didn't. And, you know, if it did have an effect greater than that and our cargo fell off, we would have gone and gotten a crane. We would have come back out here. We would have taken care of it. It would have stunk, but it would have been fine in the long run. Anyway... Monologue over, soapbox over. I will hop off of said soapbox now. Nobody really uses the expression of soapbox anymore. Like, oh, I'll get off my soapbox now. Or maybe some people do. I don't know. I don't feel like I hear anybody use the expression anymore. Do you? Let me know in the comments below if you use the expression of, you know, oh, let me get off my soapbox about this now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just nuts and some people out there do use it. Why is there a stump right there? Oh, wait. I winched to that stump in a previous episode. I'm just out to lunch. Okay. Yep, good to know I'm just out to lunch. All right, that's fine. Well, I've always been a little out to lunch. Don't worry about that, though. You know, I guess when you're a little bit out to lunch, the lunch break never really ends, does it? Oh, come on. Stupid breakable winch points. God. I swear, one of these days, those, like, insta-snapping winch points are gonna make me so mad that I'm just gonna drive this thing off into that lake over there. I don't know. Well, when I do, I hope I catch it on camera. I hope. Because if I didn't catch it on camera, then it didn't happen, right? At least that's what all the people on the internet say. But then again, I am one of those people on the internet, which, you know... Speaking of being a person on the internet, I'm gonna get a little bit personal real... Whoa, don't you dare. Anyway, I'm gonna get a little bit personal real quick. I've been a person on the internet. I've been one of those internet people for so many years now that, like, whenever someone, like, you know, interacts with me in person about it, it literally feels like sometimes when I have in-person interactions, they're like, oh yeah, you're one of those internet people. And I'm like, I guess... Does being one of those internet people mean that I only exist on the internet? And then, like, outside of the internet, then I'm, like, you know, when I'm outside of the internet, I'm just technically, like, from another planet. I live in another dimension, and the only dimension that I actually exist on is the internet. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit too deep for a SnowRunner gameplay commentary. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Oh my, ooh, easy. I feel like some of y'all are watching and going, what are you on about? Like, literally looking at your screens right now, giving me the, excuse me, and I'm like, don't worry about it. It's fine. See your local internet person about it today. I've had a lot of coffee today. What a time. Ooh, easy. All right, so this will be our first drop-off for that warehouse right there. And as soon as we get it dropped off, then we can figure out how we're gonna get those planks nice and quickly. And the planks are on a completely other side of the map, so it wouldn't have even made any difference if we had had a bigger trailer. We still would have had to take a super long way around. All right, so... wooden planks times 1 from down there at the good old sawmill. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do for this? I think I'm going to just go get me another truck. And I think that... Wait a minute. Oh, there is a Western Star out there, but I don't care about it. There is a Western Star out there, but I don't want it. No, I don't want it. As a matter of fact... what am I gonna run down there with? Well, I think I'm gonna get myself something fun. Well, this should definitely be fun. An OBS Chevy dually with a flatbed. I really hope that I'm remembering correctly when I say... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay. I think this flatbed can carry cargo, like a 1 unit. I'm 99.9% sure it can. It looks like it's big enough to do that. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope for the best. But just in case it can't, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a scout flatbed behind me, just a basic scout flatbed. And in the case that it can't, I'll still have somewhere to put the cargo. But if it can, what I'm gonna do is just disconnect the trailer, delete it, and then that'll be it. So up we go. I gave this thing the Max Beans engine, and oh my god, we just jumped the boat ramp. Okay, this is gonna be a short trip. Yoink. Ooh, we are just taking stuff out with that trailer. Oh, that trailer is a menace and a half. An absolute menace and a half. Oh my god. Yo, I am so just like sending this into oblivion with that trailer. I'm not taking this seriously at all. I know that there's going to be somebody out there that's going to be mad I'm not taking this seriously. And I'm like, you know what? I took the other delivery, like, semi-seriously. This, meh. I'm not going to take this one seriously at all. I'm just going to have some fun on this one. You got to be able to have some fun, right? Let's be easy through here so I don't completely destroy the bodywork on this thing. It is a beautiful truck, and it looks really, really good with the flatbed on it. So I'm trying not to, like, completely destroy it. You get what I'm saying? So, up and over it goes. And Sandy. Not bad. All right, I'm going to cross my fingers that, yes. All right. Detach trailer. Delete trailer. Delete trailer. Come on. Work with me here. Thank you. Okay. Wooden planks. Wooden planks. All right. Now, as long as we don't flip the truck over, which could be a tall order for us, we'll be fine. Back it in. Get it turned around. And off we go. I forgot it had that horn, but I'm so happy it does. Does this thing have... No, it does not have an active suspension with this particular suspension setup. This is like the towing slash like cargo supporting suspension. So it kind of makes sense that it isn't active. I'm actually glad that we went with this one because it means that the truck is not going to be squatted when we have cargo on the back of it. So that's fine. You know what? I'm about to say, yeah, you know what? Forget it. Body damage, body damage, meh. We're gonna give this thing all the beans on the way back, and I do not care how much body damage we get. Just gonna try to not flip. That's my only objective right now, is to not flip. As long as I don't flip, I'm A-okay. Do not care about body damage. I'm sure I got some right there. All right, just gotta make a run through town real quick. Ooh, a little too much Tokyo Drift. Okay, that's fine. Sliding it through. Oh, no, 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 no. This thing really likes to, like, grab traction at an odd time. I almost spun it there. Okay, don't worry about that. It likes to grab traction at odd times, and when it grabs traction, it's like nothing, 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 everything. And then when it grabs traction and it gives you all the grip all at once, it, like, flips you over. Now, that's not this thing's fault. That's a SnowRunner physics system ordeal. But, yeah, we just jumped across the bay, and boom! Oh, my God. Both axles off the ground. All right. Yep. Sendy. Easy. Back across it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're about to have a warehouse right across from the freaking garage. Let's go. There it is. Well, that went delightfully well. That's great. Actually, the fact that we have a warehouse right across from the garage is the freaking best. Okay, so good. Now Duncan Bay's residents can get everything they need. The railroad connection will be reestablished. Delightful. Okay, so what actually do we have access to from the railroad warehouse? We have oil rig drill, metal beams, oversized cargo, and drilling equipment. Okay, cool. So now there's urban industry, which unlocks another warehouse. Dang, we are unlocking all the warehouses. All right. And then now there's paralyzed transportation, which grants us access to the gateway to North Peak National Park, which we need 1 unit of service spare parts and 2 units of concrete slabs, which that will be very easy to get done. So make sure you stick with us to see how we get that wrapped up.